Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mags. So I hope you're all doing well out there. So of course this is going to be a massive game, England versus Wales in Qatar. Of course 7 o'clock kickoff here in the UK. It's going to be an absolutely immense game this. It's a rivalry of two home nations coming together. Wales need to win this game. England need to put in a better performance than we put in against the USA in the last outing that we played in the World Cup. And of course, Wales will be looking for a win in this game and then hoping for a result from the Iran-USA game to go in their favour. If, of course, they were to win by 4+ goals though against England, then, of course, they would go through to the next round of the World Cup, even if the result in the Iran-USA game didn't go in their favour. Now, that scenario means that pretty much a far-fetched one, though, given that the Dragons are without a win in 7 matches across all competitions, 2 draws and 5 losses, which is their longest run since May of 2003. There appears, of course, little chance of that run ending as well against England, either given Wales have lost, of course, 6 straight head-to-head games by an aggregate scoreline of 11-1. Of course, England missed the chance to seal our place into the last 16 against the USA, as of course we had to witness a 0-0 draw, and it's something that we've all been voicing our opinions on, and now we're hearing the news, that Jordan Henderson could be going to start the game against Wales over Jude Bellingham as well, which isn't great. I've got to say, it's not a great bit of news to be hearing, heading into a game where we need to show that we mean business here. We showed it in the first game against Iran by winning 6-2. We went into that second game against USA and we looked completely and utterly lacklustre, pathetic, back-to-type football by Gareth Southgate. Harry Kane looked completely out of place as well in that game, and he's looked completely out of place in this World Cup as well. We've heard Alan Shearer screaming to Gareth Southgate to play Callum Wilson instead of Harry Kane, because Callum Wilson, came in, he immediately impacted the game, he got himself an assist, he could have even scored in the game as well. So, Southgate needs to be putting Callum Wilson in this team ahead of Harry Kane, because Harry Kane has been absolutely boring so far in this World Cup. He hasn't done anything of note. He's gotten 2 assists, and, at the end of the day, a blind Stevie Wonder, could have gotten them assists. That's just how easy it was to get the assists that he did get in this tournament so far. Anybody could have got them assists, but we need to show our dominance in this game against Wales. We need to show that we are here to mean business. We're not here to mess around. At the end of the day, we've got countries out there like Spain who have showed their dominance in both games now. There's France as well who have put in a good performance. You've got Australia there showing some really good football as well. Saudi Arabia's put in some pretty good efforts in this tournament as well. So, we're starting to look really bad in the fact that we had an absolutely fantastic game to start with against Iran, but then that game against USA just absolutely looked pathetic. It made we look weak. It made we look out of place. It made, we look like we shouldn't even belong in this World Cup because the performance was that dreadful. If we can't beat the United States of America, how we're going to beat the likes of France, Spain, how we're going to beat the likes of Brazil as well. If we want to make it to the final, these are the teams we need to be beating. And if we can't beat the USA, then we're not going to make it to the final. Southgate really needs to wise up on this one. He needs to put in the best possible team available to him, and Harry Kane, for me, just isn't it at the moment. He just completely lacks any concentration, any focus on the World Cup whatsoever. He seems as though, he's just interested more in getting back to club football, which quite a lot of are at the end of the day. Quite a lot of what are interested in getting back to club football because it is interesting that the Premier League is really flying at the moment. So getting back to the Premier League football would be great, but we're here in the World Cup, so let's try and put on a performance. Let's try, you know, and show what we're worth here as well. We've got a great chance to get another 3 points in the bag here and, you know, improve on that performance, what we shown in the game against the United States. Wayne Hennessy's going to be out of the goal for Wales in this one because he got sent off in the last game against Iran. So he won't be in goal for Wales for this one. Of course, Danny Ward will be coming in to goal, the Leicester goalkeeper. He's been doing pretty well with Leicester this season. But of course, Harry Kane has scored against him for Tottenham this season as well. But that is, of course, if Gareth Southgate does decide to go with Harry Kane, which he more than likely will do. But I really do, you know, agree with Alan Shearer. He should be playing Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson has been showing some brilliant stuff, you know, for us this season. He's been showing brilliant stuff for England as well on the training ground. He's really building up the rapport around the training ground as well for England. He's been a breath of fresh air. We've heard Callum Wilson saying, you know, it's brilliant to see we've seen, Kieran Trippier saying that it's been brilliant to see Callum Wilson, you know, around the England team at this World Cup because he's building up a nice atmosphere there. You know, he's getting a good feeling going around the team, and that's what Callum Wilson brings, you know, to the team. He brings it the same atmosphere, you know, to Newcastle United when he plays for us. He's bringing that atmosphere to England as well, you know. So Gareth Southgate needs to play Callum Wilson in this one instead of Harry Kane, because Harry Kane has been looking very, very boring, very out of place in this World Cup. And, you know, there's a lot of people screaming that Harry Kane does need to come out of that England squad and somebody else given a chance. And Callum Wilson is that person that I believe should be given the chance to play. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. It's a bit of a long-ish video, this one, but I thought, you know, I'd give you my thoughts heading into this game, and a big game it is as well. England versus Wales, or Wales versus England, if you will, in the World Cup in Qatar. And hopefully, you know, we can put in a really good performance, knock Wales out of the World Cup and make it through into the next round. Let's see how far we can get in this tournament. Until next time, I'll see you all later. And also at 7 o'clock, 7:30 tonight, there will be the FA Cup third round draw. I'll come up on the channel after the draw has taken place to give you my thoughts on who Newcastle get in the draw. But we are number 27 in the draw, so keep an eye out for Newcastle's number in the draw, and for our rivals' numbers, if anybody is interested. Of course, Middlesbrough's number is number 25 in the draw, and number 37 is, of course, the Mackems number in the draw. Number 21 as well is Liverpool's number in the draw, if anybody is interested, of course, in that. But I will, like I say, come up on the channel after the draw and give you my thoughts on who we get in the third round of the FA Cup. Till next time, I'll see you all later, and come on England!